everybody. We have a couple of really nice guests in the studio tonight. I'm going to have Michelle Leigh of North Carolina. She's one of the best upcoming stars of today with Southern music. We also have her friend that was in one of her videos and also knows a lot about the Jacksonville scene, Miss Carroll. I thank you all for coming in tonight. We just wanted to make sure that everybody enjoys the time that we have together. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and God is always there with you. We're going to take a short recess and go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hi, Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. Retriever Merchant Solutions is an independent sales office for Vantiv credit card processing. If you're a small business and you're tired of paying high credit card processing fees with a lot of garbage fees and you're getting terrible service, time to call us. We're a direct processor. We're going to give you better rates, better service, and you'll be happy you're with us. Call 904-434-4635. Just ask for Rich Norton. I'll be blessed and happy to help you.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet Westside. Westside's the best side. There you go. It's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet Westside. God bless.
Rock and roll, bro. Please donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation Westside today. This ministry is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. They feed people everyday hot meals. They give away clothes and food, and they also offer a sanctuary and prayer. Donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation on the West Side, Jacksonville, Florida, right there on 103rd Street. God bless you. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. We're on a mission for God.
Please visit Hands and Feet Westside, www.facebook.com/handsandfeet.org, or give them a call at 904-465-5083. 904-465-5083.
I just really am interested in knowing, how long have you been running around in Jacksonville taking care of the music scene? She's really just a friend with everybody, but she knows everybody. People I don't know, she knows them. So how did that come about, Carroll? Did you just start going out with your friends and partying and getting in the music scene, or?
Just grew up with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was cool.
It's still cool.
Bands, you know, in the West Side, we had bands, all free music for everyone. Everyone played there that was anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
For instance,
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Uriah Heep. God, I can't even remember everyone. 38 Special, everyone that was anyone from here. Allman Brothers. They all played for free.
Wow.
At Willow Branch Park.
It used to be completely
everyone
different.
played. We were just children. We were all just kids.
Yeah, sitting around on park benches having a good time and listening to free music.
Awesome.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Harley was there. Forrest Inn. We all
Wow.
hung out there. We were just children. I was 12 years old and was sneaking out and meeting my cousin, and Mom didn't know where we
Just
were
to go
at.
listen to music.
Just go listen to music, and because it was all free and it was everyone.
I think that's
that was
wonderful.
just rock and roll.
I think all of us kind of did that, a little bit of that too.
Yeah. If you were on the west side, you raised on the west side.
No, I got in trouble for coming on the west
Everybody
side.
knew.
Big trouble.
Everyone. We were all rock and roll community. You know, the Beatles
No, I
set
moved here.
everybody off. After the Beatles, we were all hooked.
Well, you know, I think that's
Mhm.
wonderful that you had that opportunity to grow up in such a town that's got so much music and so many things to
Oh,
offer.
Lord. Yeah.
I mean, people just don't realize. It wasn't just Leonard Skinner here. I mean, we've had many, many bands and
That's right.
and lots of success stories and lots of people that, you know, sometimes it's just a good old home down story that they tell about being here and being with the other artists and stuff. That's one thing I like about Michelle. She brings in a lot of different people. Everybody gets a chance. You know what I'm saying? I like how the music community has started bringing in other people, other artists. We try to encourage that in our band, Disciples of the South. But not all bands do it, and I've noticed more and more people are coming on board with that. The music's free out there for everybody as far as sharing it and loving in it and having a good time. It doesn't cost anything to make anybody happy,
That's true.
not one dime. So, you know, I think everybody should be encouraged to stay in music. If you're in it, stay in it. It's something that never goes away, and, you know, rock and roll will never die.
So you met Michelle through Carroll?
Yes.
How did that all take
I
place?
think I introduced Michelle Leigh Van to this town.
Yeah,
actually.
she did.
Carroll did.
I
If it
think
hadn't
that
been
if
for
it
her,
wouldn't have
we
been for
wouldn't-
me,
yeah.
nobody would have known who
Well,
she was,
yeah.
even though she did the Legion and all that stuff.
She had some problems that
But,
went
um,
on, so Carol and I were talking one day, and I said, she needs to be in Jacksonville.
Leigh dinner from the beginning.
So we've got her in Jacksonville now, and, you know, in other places too. She lives in North Carolina, but I can tell you something. If you haven't seen this girl, you need to see her. She is a lot of fun to watch, and the tunes are just astronomical.
Well, you can hear them on American Hearts Radio.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. The other day I was so impressed. I was listening to American Hearts Radio, and I went, "That's Michelle."
Oh, that tickles me. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I do have to say a thank you to Carol because she really did get us down here. The very first Full Moon Festival, it was because of Carol that we played there. And she didn't know me from Adam. She knew a mutual friend of ours. And, you know, he was in this band with this girl now. And she honestly just gave me a chance. And then our very first meeting, it was like we had known each other forever, and she instantly became my big sister. It's like somebody I look up to, and you know, and the stories that she's told me, and the advice that she's given me, it's been so sound. And you know,
Give us an example.
Well, you know,
It's just
when-
the music world.
yeah, just the music world, really. And when any musician will be lying to you if they tell you that 5 times a day they don't say, "Well, I'm going to quit. Well, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to quit. I'm going to stick with it. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to go to." No, and you're just like back and forth like that all the time. But you can't ever quit. Who are you fooling? Who are you kidding? You're not ever going to quit, even when it gets rough. And it does get rough, doesn't it, Carol?
Oh my Lord, it's the toughest business in the
Yeah,
on the
she's-
planet.
Well, the tough-
honestly,
I think
it
the
is.
toughest thing about it
It's
is
the toughest.
the drama and the talk and all the
Yeah.
stuff that's just needless. I mean,
Yeah,
come on, who needs all that stuff?
That's
You
funny.
know.
With our new video release, this is really hilarious. It tickled me actually. This lady up in somewhere up in Virginia, I don't know her from Adam. And she goes on there and she's like, "It's a terrible video, terrible music, terrible song, and she's got an awful voice. This was a waste of money."
Wow, I'm surprised.
So I had to text her or respond back to the Facebook thing, and I was like, "Well, thank you, Miss So and So. I hope you have a happy New Year."
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, it was just hilarious. I was like, "What on earth did I do that for a woman?"
Nothing.
But
Nothing. She got up on the wrong side of the bed or could have got her glasses or something.
Yeah,
That's
it was funny though.
sometimes we stick
Wow.
our foot in our mouths because we're stupid.
Well, you know, sometimes people say things and you can't really take,
It is.
especially Facebook. Oh my
No,
gosh.
no.
You cannot take anything serious on that.
But it's on the
Boy,
internet,
if you did, I would have no friends whatsoever, none. Because I come right back at them, honey.
Oh,
you
cracks me up.
Oh, you
She cracks
do.
me up.
You do.
Well, you know.
She's what we call saucy.
You do.
You got saucy.
Yeah, sake makes sticky. I don't do sake.
Sassy, something
No
like
sake.
that.
No sake. Sake makes sticky. But yeah, we're getting ready to really bust out with a lot of good music and a lot of good shows this year. Incidentally, I'm going on a trip with Aloia. Doobie and I are going to go up, and we're going to be with him to represent the company, our company, at the
Full Throttle Expo.
Full Throttle Expo.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right, 20th
Really
anniversary.
excited about it in February. I can't
That's
wait.
awesome.
Lita Ford and Warren.
I'm gonna
Oh
miss
my gosh.
Harley's show, but this just can't be
Oh,
stopped.
really? Oh,
I mean, I just got to do it. You know, you don't always get opportunities to do things like that, and Lord knows I really thank Mike for that
That's
opportunity.
incredible.
It's gonna be great.
Boy, I'm gonna get in there and talk it up, buddy. I'm gonna talk it up.
Hey, you had mentioned about a video that you did called Devil Music
Yes, sir.
that Carroll was in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, is that the name of the song?
It is.
It's not about devil music, though.
No. Remember, like when we were little?
Yeah, but my mom used to say you were listening to that devil music.
Yeah, back in the mountains, you know, if you were listening to rock and roll, you were listening to devil music. And my grandfather has some Cherokee heritage in him, so he, you know, the whole drinking was firewater. You know, so that's
Yeah.
the original name of the song was Devil Music and Firewater, but it got a little long, so we just shortened it to Devil Music. And you know, it's about, you know, a little hootenanny shack back in the woods, you know, and probably a place where this one and that one snuck out to go dance. Yeah,
We probably do.
Well, I noticed in a lot of your music there's some spirituality in your
Yeah.
in a lot of your songs. Do
Yeah.
you get inspiration from?
I don't know where my writing comes from. It has to come from God, because I don't on purpose sit down to write.
It comes out of our heart. So what you
And-
hear is coming out of our heart most of the time.
And,
It is
well, I
from the
believe
universe.
that, you know, sometimes some things that can't be said or shouldn't be said, or people feel like, oh, that's too taboo to talk about, that's exactly the stuff that I end up writing about. And a couple of my songs are about domestic violence and sexual abuse and child abuse. And they're hard topics that nobody really wants to deal with, but what better way to deal with the darkness than to drag it out into the light? And that way it
Amen.
cannot stand. So you get it out there, and however you get it out there, you know, well, you're singing rock and roll, but you can't be Christian. Well, no, you know, God knows what He did with me. He knew what He put in me. He knew I was going to do this before I knew it. So, yeah, I believe it does come from that, because, you know, these experiences, unfortunately, He has let me go back and live some of my songs after they were written and produced.
We all.
But,
Yeah.
you know, to begin
We've
with,
all
it
lived
was
your
just,
songs,
you know,
baby.
Yeah.
That's why they click.
It's crazy,
Right.
you know, but
Because it's
like, where did
reality.
this come from? You know, well, like in the latest video, Bloodwater, I had a great childhood. I had a wonderful childhood. I don't know where that song came from. In 5 minutes, literally, you hear the whole, well, I just wrote it in 5 minutes. Literally, I sat down, and when I started writing this, and it just poured out, and just kept pouring and pouring and pouring, and I was like,
The song's about abuse, physical.
sexual abuse, yes. It's got
Yeah,
incest
'cause
and sexual abuse.
the video was very powerful and,
Yeah.
and a little shocking.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
If you're not expecting that when you're listening to the song.
Right, right. And I was telling everybody, you know, we need to push the envelope on this. I'm not going to say how old I
It was
am, but
fantastic.
I didn't push that envelope hard enough.
Well, who did the
I'll do
video?
that with you, baby.
Who did the video directing? Fantastic work.
Michael
Yes.
Spears from Built to Fall, he also did Devil Music. He's done all of my videos except for one.
I'm working on getting him here too.
Yeah, oh, Michael would love to come down. And, you know, we've got the Triple J video, which had, my leading man was Artemis Powell. So, yeah, Artemis was my guy. Well, not really. He was my protector in that video from the crappy boyfriend or whatever. So, it was a real tongue-in-cheek video. It was cute.
Yeah, but those kind of videos, believe it or not, they sell because, like you said, it's the kind of stuff that people really don't touch on. And when somebody does, somehow, somewhere, some way, it seems to touch other people too. I mean, maybe they just knew somebody that went through this, or maybe they went through it themselves, or maybe their parents did, or, you know, a cousin, or whatever. Somehow, some way, it all touches and all goes together.
And as long as it does touch someone, and you know, maybe it's that catharsis that will let them start a healing process, and it's okay to still be sad about this X amount of years later.
That's
or
right. That's
upset
right.
about it. You know, it doesn't go away, and you can't just keep it down inside you. So, you know, that's their release, and they can go into a room and listen to that song or a song. You know, from anybody. Lots of different songs have good meaning.
Music
to them.
is so therapeutic.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it really is. It's a healer. You know.
Well, and it's a wonderful way to bring everybody together. It's a wonderful way to touch those hearts that sometimes you just can't quite get through,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. But you play a song or something they relate to.
A song will allow you
and
to
it
get in
happens.
tune with yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes, and other people.
That's right.
You know, we just got to have it. And
Storytelling.
the good thing about music,
It's
music will
storytelling.
never die. It'll always be here. When a bunch of us are long gone, that'll still be here. I've heard some of the younger artists coming up. Wow.
You never die.
Wow.
Bone, bone.
And a lot of them are doing the tunes that they hear today from the older artists.
That's nice.
The older musicians that we're still playing 70 songs. We're still playing 70s and 80s and stuff. Because that stuff all means something to us, and we want it to mean something to everybody else too. So that's just where we do. What we do.
So you've got, tell us what you've got coming up, Michelle, as far as any gigs or
Well, we do have
projects.
something really, really awesome coming up on February 3rd down at the Six Gun Territories through Kirby Family Farms. It's also a charity organization. I'm not very well versed on it. My drummer, Paul Bloom, set this up for us, but I know that it helps children. And anything that helps children, I'm all about. And we're going to go down there. That's going to be our first gig of this year. And I think we start at like 6 o'clock, and you know, it's open to the public.
That won't bother you.
No, I know. No, Warhorse here.
I think she can get up in the middle of the night and start singing if she had to. And children, she was talking about
Yeah.
children. You see her doing all kinds of things for children, and you see her reaching out to children all the time. If you're a child out there and you got a problem and you don't have anybody to talk to, if you can't get anybody to, you grab you a music person. Because I guarantee you they'll sit and they'll listen to you, and they'll even try to help you, most of them. If they don't, come on over here to Hands and Feet. We work with this organization. They feed people every day. They give out coats and blankets and just anything they can to try to help everybody in the community. And, you know, it means so much nowadays, especially because we've all grown so far apart. Our mission here is to bring everybody back together. And I really hope it happens, because there's a lot of lost people out there.
Well, I know your music is touching a lot of people.
I hope so.
It's beautiful, beautiful songs. Carroll, do you write music? You never wrote anything?
Well, I think I had some little bit of
I
things
think
to
she
do with
could.
music, but I don't want to take any credit from anybody because I didn't get the credits for it. So won't bring that up.
Well, do you have a message for any inspiring artists out there? Would you like to share your words of wisdom of, you know, being out
It's
there?
tough business, that's all I gotta say.
If you ain't tough, you're not gonna make it.
Business. You gotta be tough.
Never give up.
Never give up.
And go with your gut.
Yeah.
Listen
It used to
to
be-
that little voice, because when it tells you there's something
Yeah.
wrong, there's something
That's
wrong.
right.
Who inspired you to get on stage, Michelle?
Oh gosh. Okay, this is a funny story, and it's absolutely true, and it's going to sound made up. I grew up. My mom was a very young mom, and she was married with a baby and a divorce at 16. So you know, so I lived with my grandparents while my mom was back getting her education. And this was before she met my stepfather. But my grandmother took care of me, and she had this radio. And I loved this thing. It was one of those old-timey dial-in radio. And there was a radio station out of Johnson City, Tennessee called WQUT. Played rock and roll. And I loved it. And I had gotten this green plastic hairbrush set for Christmas one year. It had a hairbrush and a comb and a mirror in it. And it sat in there in my little room where I had the transistor radio with the antenna, you know, stuck everywhere. My grandmother comes in and she sees me just going to town, what's your name, little girl? What's your name? Going to town with it. And I was so embarrassed, like my grandmother was catching me singing this, and she was very, very, very church lady, very church woman. And she just died laughing, but I was so embarrassed. But from when I was little, I was singing and playing and, you know, wanting to be in entertainment. And then it's kind of like all my confidence went away and I didn't want to do anything. But then when I got back into the choral and in high school and everything, and yeah, I did pageants and that was a lot of fun. I lost way more than I ever won, way more, but it helped me. It really did. And the pageants of today are not like they were when I was growing up. It's good to lose sometimes. It's very good to lose because you don't know how to fix yourself. You don't know what to work on. If everybody's always telling you how great and wonderful you are, it's not true. No matter who you are, you've got something to work on all the time. You know, even the best of the best, you know, they have things that they have to polish up and work on. So, you know, losing the pageants hurt my feelings, but, you know, it helped me win some too. And it helped me get that entertainment bug all juiced up and going again.
You definitely got it now, girl.
I hope so.
We love
have
it
a good time.
Was it your grandma that pushed you on stage?
No, I you know, my mom and my grandparents were very almost free will and like, you know, just do what makes you happy. And I wanted to play piano, but we didn't have enough money for lessons or whatever, so they bought me an old player piano upright, and so I taught myself how to play a few things on there, you know, mostly Christmas songs starting out. But I taught myself how to do that, and you know, did you enter any
talent competitions or do open mic stuff?
I only play well enough for me and my dogs and cats. So
that's because they love you.
They love me. They love me.
It's unconditional love.
So, yeah, they don't care if I was like ding 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 ding. You know? I mean, it's no good. I mean, like I write enough or play enough that I can write and get what I need to the proper musicians who know how to develop the music and really arrange it and make it.
Well, that's a lot of it. A lot of these don't know who to go to, what to do. I mean, they got it, but they don't know what to do with it. So it's important, and it's good that you know, okay, well, this isn't my forte, so I'm going to get it to somebody that's going to do something with it where I can get back in, jump back in it and make it something.
Some of my favorite songs, like I know if I've got a strong set of lyrics, there is no way those lyrics deserve my music. I have to send it to somebody else. So.
I'll tell you, do you remember your first performance live on stage? Where was that at, and how old were you?
Oh, I had entered my first solo performance, I guess is what you're asking. I had entered the Miss Mitchell contest, which was the high school I went to. And my mother made my outfit. And I sang the band's The Night They Drove Old Confederate outfit. And I
All
stood up
right.
there. I was scared to death. But of course, you know, your mother's going to tell you you were awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know I think I probably was terrible. I didn't win.
Well,
but, you know, that's one of the coolest things, like, you know, looking back on that. My mom made my outfit.
you still
for me
did
to
it.
sing. Yeah,
You
I
still did it.
So,
That's all that matters.
Yeah, and that's when I wanted to, you know, the pageants really, I mean, I know that sounds goofy and people don't think, you know, like we did growing up, but the pageants were really formative for me. And, you know.
Born into it.
Yep.
Well, that's good, though, because it seems like everything you did, you learned something from it. And, you know, it happens to a lot of people. They just don't realize that stuff because they don't want to look at it that way. But
You have to learn.
You
You have to
know,
learn.
and you're never too old.
That's about it. We're about out of time, honey. I'm going to come over here and give you ladies a big hug.
Y'all, thank you so much.
Disaster shadow on the green screen.
All right. Tell everybody thanks for tuning in to
Thank you,
Gettin' Into
guys.
Peace.
Rock and Roll.
Bye.
Roger. So here we are again.